Welcome to the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Show. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We've been with you since week 1 of the NFL regular season. We're here throughout the playoffs, and we're going to be here through the Super Bowl as well, talking NFL football, going through each and every week's games for our audience here. And, wow, what a divisional round.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. So,
if you like the teams
it's if your team isn't in it, you want great games.
Yeah.
And when you have some overtime games, they're really great.
Overtime games are always fun to watch, it's just sad seeing the Chicago season come to an end.
Yeah, and it's shame to see what happened to Bo Nix.
Yeah,
Sean McDermott after the Buffalo loss. So yeah, a lot of interesting things. You never thought that that would happen, especially Sean McDermott or Bo Nix. So no, it was a very interesting week, a very entertaining week. So onward and upward, I guess, for the other teams.
And as we're talking with the NFL playoffs here, we're also watching the coaching carousel go on. You just mentioned McDermott getting fired. A couple vacancies are being filled.
Yeah.
There are reports. I don't know if it's been finalized yet with Harbaugh at the time we're taping.
That's
finalized.
They're introducing him, and they introduced him already, and things like that. So.
And I think Atlanta hired the Cleveland Browns coach, Stefanski.
Yeah.
I don't know how that one's going to work. I mean,
I
mean, it's almost a carbon copy of what he's leaving in Cleveland. That good defense. And if the offense is inconsistent, and that's just got to be figured out.
From the beginning of the year, everyone thought Atlanta was a talented team, and you just have to put that talent together. And hopefully for Atlanta, he can do it.
Yes.
So.
And one other note before we get into the show here. The number 1 seeds right now in the divisional round, I saw this one, since the NFL expanded the playoffs since in 2020. Mm-hmm. They made it to 14 teams and gave the number 1 team in each conference a bye. Number 1 seeds are now 9-3 in the divisional round.
Mm-hmm.
The 2022 Chiefs are the only number 1 seed to win the Super Bowl in that span. So keep that in the back of your head when you're talking Seattle and Denver there.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we said, we just had our divisional round games. Let's find out what happened.
Hey, what happened?
Starting right off, we're going to dive right into Buffalo.
Yeah.
The newly vacated head coaching position of the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo became the 3rd team all-time to score 30 or more points with 0 punts in a playoff game.
Interesting.
I actually did not. I was watching that game, and I didn't realize they did not punt the ball.
So
11 drives, no punts.
Well, the Buffalo, everyone expected big things from Buffalo before the season started, and it was such a disappointment the way the season turned out. I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons why they got rid of their head coach, and everything didn't really pan out the entire season. So it's I guess it's a great football city, and I guess they're going to start playing in their new stadium too, beginning of next season. Yep. Yeah, so.
But they still
clean slate there.
Well, they still have their record going. They are 91 wins wins in a 7-season span without a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah.
That's an NFL record.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So that could also lead to why the change had to be made.
Yeah.
I wonder if the rest of the staff are going to stay.
I don't know. That's
do they bring Dayball back?
Probably. I know
he was the only guy who could work well with Josh Allen.
There's a report that the Eagles are talking to Dayball. So actually, it's fascinating when the season is winding down. You only have a couple teams playing, and the reason why you look at these other teams is what happens with the coaches and the players and the GMs. So it's an interesting time.
Going over to Denver, we were talking about them starting Jarrett Stidham now in place of the injured Bo Nix. Broncos, 3rd playoff overtime game in franchise history. The last time was Tebow.
Wow,
that Tebow game.
I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They also won their first playoff game since winning Super Bowl 50.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that one.
9-season drought without a playoff win in Denver.
Okay.
Congratulations there.
Yep.
And first AFC Championship game being hosted in Denver in more than a decade. Mm-hmm. And let's see. What can you say about Seattle now?
I gotta tell you, boy, the 49ers didn't have a shot at that game. I mean, look,
I went San Francisco.
Yeah, well, they were beaten up.
Yeah.
I took the under of that game, and if the Seahawks took their foot off the accelerator, I probably would have had it. But it was like 41 points alone from Seattle. So
the 35-point win by the Seahawks, tied for the largest in Seahawks franchise history in a playoff game.
yeah,
And then on the other side, it was the most lopsided loss for the 49ers in the Kyle Shanahan era.
yeah, that was in my opinion, the worst game of the weekend because it was just so lopsided. The 49ers really didn't have a shot, and the Seahawks just poured it on.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just a blowout.
Well, it was the Seahawks' fourth straight game with 160 rushing yards. So that says a lot about their offense right there. Also, it was the fourth kickoff return for a touchdown to open a playoff game since 2000.
Wow. Okay.
Longest postseason kick return in franchise history, by the way.
Yeah.
So going over
By the way, the last time these two teams played, I think what was it, Week 18? Seattle won 13-3.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, there was no offense in that game.
I never thought. Look, I understood what was happening with the 49ers, but I didn't think the Seahawks, based on what happened in Week 18, they'd be pouring it on to 41 points. So I just never thought that would happen.
Well, Salah's defense just couldn't handle it. So,
Yeah,
I love Salah, and he had a really great run with that defense, but he may be moving on to one of the coaching positions now, too.
No, there's a lot of vacancies coming open.
Going over to Los Angeles Rams, you just talked about an overtime game. This was
There you
one of
go.
the overtime
Yep,
games
yep.
here. Rams are in the NFC Championship for the 12th time and third under Coach Sean McVay. Their 3 interceptions are the most in a playoff game since the franchise record 6 in 2001. And the first team, the Rams, they are the first team in the past 25 postseasons to complete a touchdown drive of at least 14 plays on their opening possession.
Wow.
That's a very unique stat right there.
Yeah.
First team also with multiple touchdown drives of 14 plays or longer in a single playoff game since your Eagles in 2022 against the Niners.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was also the second overtime playoff game the Bears have ever played. So,
I mean, the Bears had a great season. I mean, they were one of the teams that, you couldn't count them out when it hit the fourth quarter. It was the Bears
and they nearly did it again.
and Denver. I mean, they come alive in the fourth quarter.
Going over to the New England game, New England head coach Mike Vrabel, fourth person all time to lead the same franchise to a conference championship game as both a player and a head coach.
Okay.
New England has won its last 9 divisional round games, so they're on a good streak there.
Yep.
16th conference championship appearance, and their first since Bill Belichick in the 2018 season.
Okay. All right.
So nice to see that the franchise. I mean, as a Jet fan, I hate to say it, but as a football fan, it's nice to see a franchise turn around like that.
Yeah. No, when I got a couple years ago when they were rebuilding, I think they did it the right way, and it's paying off dividends for them. So.
Patriots, everyone keeps this in mind, 11-4 in the AFC title game, so that's something to keep in the back of your head. Also, the Patriots are the first team to give up 1 or fewer touchdowns in a 2-game span in the postseason since the 2006 Colts, who actually went to the Super Bowl. They played the Bears. I remember that Super Bowl.
remember
That was a
that.
fun game to watch.
Yep.
And last one here for the New England-Houston game, which was turnover-filled. The 8 combined turnovers in the New England-Houston game were the most in the playoff game since 2015, when the Cardinals and Panthers combined for 8 in the NFC Championship
Yeah,
game.
no, it was a
mess.
It was a mess. I mean, the weather conditions weren't very good, but and it was people weren't holding on to the ball at all, and some of those passes from Stroud was just he just threw it up for grabs. So it was just a bad showing by Houston.
Well, it was a 2-game showing because he played similar in Pittsburgh too.
Yeah,
so
just bad.
but that's it for what happened with the teams. Let's see what happened with some of the players.
What happened?
Starting off with Buffalo quarterback Josh Allen, most playoff wins and starts by any quarterback without a Super Bowl start in the Super Bowl era.
Okay.
So that I don't know what to say about that. I mean,
Well, I mean, every.
I mean, you couldn't
every
go blame the
stat,
coaches,
every
but-
stat you have, I mean, that's why McDermott probably isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, certainly that had to, you get to a certain point, you got to get over that edge. And I guess that's what Buffalo was thinking when they got rid of their coach.
Yep. Bo Nix over at Denver in his final game of the season.
Unbelievable.
That was just sad to see that. But NFL, he's tied Russell Wilson's NFL record with 24 victories in his first 2 seasons. So they found their quarterback there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Also, it was the 12th game this season. He was not sacked. I thought he got sacked, but maybe he got tackled at the line of scrimmage. But anyway,
Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham, who's going to come in for him in the conference championship game, second quarterback to make his first start of the season in a conference championship game. The other was Roger Staubach,
Oh, okay.
who
Interesting.
lost 26-3.
Well, okay. Yeah, no, it's by the way, Stidham was drafted by the Patriots.
Yep.
I think in 2018.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. But the word is, I was reading some of the notes after the games, he turned down more money to stay the backup in Denver.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something there. I think it was probably a combination of playing with Bo Nix and that defense, and also Sean Payton.
Sure. Well, I from reports, Sean Payton wanted him there.
Yep.
So, so we'll see how that goes.
Houston quarterback C.J. Stroud, first player with 5 or more interceptions and 5 or more fumbles in a single postseason.
He just had an awful playoff.
I don't know if he's. I don't know.
Playoff.
Yeah, as good as he is in the regular season, he's almost like a Josh Allen type thing where he just can't get over the hump in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So something to bear in mind with going forward with this. Stroud finished the postseason with 2 touchdowns to 7 turnovers. First player with that many turnovers in a single postseason since Carson Palmer.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Palmer had 8
Okay.
over 2 games in 2015.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Nope, and kind of know why.
Yeah.
Anyway, going over to New England, we've got defensive back Marcus Jones, the guy who did the pick 6. That was the second pick 6 of the season, the first of his career in the playoffs, and the first for New England in the postseason since Asante Samuel had one against Indy in 2007.
Wow. Okay.
So it's been quite a while for that one.
Yeah.
Going over to Los Angeles, the Matthew Stafford, first game this season without a passing touchdown. That's an unusual stat right there.
Well, it shows you how good the Rams are. I mean, if your quarterback doesn't throw a touchdown and you still win, I mean, that's even more impressive. That's for a team to do that. I think that was very interesting, and I think that's going to be the game of the weekend. Too.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Rams and Seahawks. So.
First time Stafford did not throw multiple passing touchdowns in the playoff start. And also it was Stafford's 55th career-winning drive in the fourth quarter overtime, 11 more than the next closest player since he entered the NFL in 2009.
Now Stafford's had a hell of a year.
Yep. And our last player, and I have to give this because I loved watching this tight end play, Chicago tight end Colston Loveland. Broke Sam Laporta's record for most receiving yards by rookie tight end in a single postseason since the merger.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he had 193 receiving yards. Laporta had 176 in 2023. That's it for the players. Let's find out what happened with us.
Hey, what happened?
Oh, what can you say? We both went 2-1.
2-1. Yep. I went. The one I lost was I went under in the Seattle Seahawks game. So just based on what happened in Week 18, it was 13-3, and I thought there was going to be a lot of running, and there was a lot of running, but there's a lot of scoring too. So unfortunately,
and mine was the San Francisco 49ers. I
oh,
thought
that's
they
the same
could,
game. We lost on the same game.
But I went San Francisco plus 7.5. I thought they'd at least stay within a touchdown.
Wow. Okay.
But no, the Niners did not seem to want to score in that game. So I bought it on that one. But anyway, you have a 1-game lead. You're 4-2 in the playoffs.
Okay, I did not know
in
that.
the playoffs, you're 4-2.
Okay.
I'm 3-3. I had a 1-game win in the regular season.
Okay.
But you're ahead by 1 game right now in the postseason, and going to be fun watching these other games come in. We're down to 2 games now, and we're going to be doing our championship game picks after the break. Turnpike Sports Pro Football Show back after this.
moment of need, every second counts. So first responders, delivery drivers, and visitors can find your home fast, even in the dark. This is about more than just a number. It's about safety, visibility, and peace of mind. We created a house number that is not only a beacon of safety, but also a work of art. Crafted from durable stainless steel and waterproof acrylic, with efficient, low-voltage LED backlighting, it's uniquely yours. Choose from 6 sizes, 4 fonts, and 6 colors, and match your home's mood with bright, neutral, or warm white halo lighting. Add dusk to dawn, dimming and timing controls for complete command.
Every order includes free worldwide shipping, plus a 2-year warranty on lighted numbers and all powering accessories.
This is the ultimate home upgrade. A perfect blend of style, quality, and function.
Buy yours today.
Smoked cocktails have never been easier to make thanks to our Halo Drink Smoker. Simply place a cocktail smoker on your glass, light the wood chips until they start to smoke, and then top it off with the lid to infuse your drink with a delicious, new, smoky flavor.
Hey, Dave Weischadle from Turnpike Sports. I just got my dugout mug delivered and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for Turnpike Sports. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Show. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We just did our look back at the divisional round like we've been doing every week this season. We look back at the previous week's games before moving on to the current week. Here we are. We're down to 2 games of the NFL season, the 2 championship games, AFC and the NFC. But we are still going to be using Caesars Sportsbook midweek lines, Caesars.com/sportsbook-and-casino. Those are going to be the lines we're going to be using. Again, check the lines before you place a bet, especially with the way these games are setting themselves up with a backup quarterback in Denver. You know, it's kind of crazy that that's happening, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good game either way. So, but anyway, here we are. We're going to be doing the 2 games only this week.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing point spreads or totals like we've been doing all season long. And we're going, like I said, using Caesars midweek lines. Here's the offer. Regular season is over and Caesars is playoff ready with a great offer for new customers. Get your first bet matched up to $250. What that means is you place your first cash bet and receive a bonus bet equal to your bet amount up to $250. Register now at Caesars.com/sportsbook-and-casino with promo code PIKE250BM. That is bet match.
Oh, okay.
Or bonus money.
I thought it was
either
bonus
or.
money. So.
Either or. Works perfectly for both of them. Terms and conditions apply. 21 and older. Gambling problem or gambling addiction problem. Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's get to the games. First game of the week, we've got the New England Patriots favored by 5.5 at the Denver Broncos. There's an over-under of 41 in this game. This game has been fluctuating wildly in terms of point spreads and totals ever since the announcement of Bo Nix being out for the season. But here we got a top-rated defense in the Denver Broncos. It might be the exact worst time for Denver to have to start a backup quarterback. especially against a defense like New England, who has been playing like a top 5 defense lately. Entering the game, New England is 13-5-1 against the spread, while Denver is 8-9-1 against the spread this season. Denver took a overtime 33-30 shootout over the Bills to reach this stage to bring a championship game to Denver for the first time in over a decade. Patriots have, I don't want to say stumbled, but they had a turnover-filled affair against the Houston Texans.
Yeah, 3 turnovers.
Yep. Jarrett Stidham is now going to be starting against his former team. I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing something like a Nick Foles for Philadelphia situation.
Well, he did tweet,
yeah.
So if that helps.
But I think it all comes down to the Patriots' offense. They got to take better care of the ball against a defense like Denver's, which is why I'm going Denver plus 5.5.
Look, you mentioned it. This is going to be a low-scoring defensive battle. If you like games like that, you're going to love this one. Nix is out for the Broncos, like you said, and I think they're really going to simplify that offense for Stidham. And like you said, the Patriots beat the Texans, but, the offense didn't look really great doing it. They only had 4 yards per play. They averaged 4 yards per play. And like we said, they had 3 turnovers in that game. So, the New England offense wasn't the lighting the world on fire. So, but I do not expect a shootout in this game. But and I expect a very low-scoring game. I'm taking the under 41 in this one.
Don't forget, it was 3 turnovers, but they had other turnovers that they recovered.
Yeah, they did not.
There was a lot more out there.
They did not take care of that ball.
No. Let's head on over to the other championship game. Final game of the week. Only 2 this week.
Yep.
Los Angeles Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's favored by 2.5. There's an over-under of 47.5 in this game. This actually could be the best of the 2 championship games here.
Oh, this is absolutely the best. I mean, I think these are 2 evenly matched teams.
Los Angeles is traveling to Seattle, where they lost in the second meeting of the season. LA won earlier at home in Week 11. So this is the 3rd meeting between these 2 division rivals this season. Now, besides having the NFL's best offense, the Rams, in terms of yards per game and points per game, the Rams have gone 8-2 against the spread over the last 10 matchups with the Seahawks here. They're 4-2 straight up at Seattle over the last 6 meetings, which includes a previous playoff contest. I found this stat to be very interesting. Underdogs are 24-18-1 against the spread in the playoffs against division rivals, which is what we have here.
Yeah.
I think this is, regardless of who wins this is going to be a fun game, and every time the Rams and the Seahawks play, it does end up being kind of a close game, so I'm going LA plus 2.5.
Well, like you said, they played each other twice. And this was the determining factor for me. Let me read you what happened this season. On November 16th in Los Angeles, the Rams won 21-19. On December 18th in Seattle, Seattle won 38-37. I mean, these 2 teams play each other extremely tough, and both games were decided by 1 and 2 points, respectively. So, and the spread is 2.5. Why would I not take the underdog in this one? And the underdog happens to be the Los Angeles Rams. So I'm taking the underdog Los Angeles Rams.
All right, those are our championship game picks. We'll be right back after this to recap and close out the show.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Pro Football Show. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We just did our look back at the divisional round games like we've been doing all season. We looked back at the previous week. We did our look ahead at the 2 championship games. Why don't we go ahead and recap for the audience?
All right, I'm taking the under 41 points in the Patriots-Broncos game, and I'm taking the underdog Los Angeles Rams against the Seattle Seahawks, who are favored by 2.5 points.
Well, I'm going with both dogs, Denver plus 5.5, Los Angeles Rams plus 2.5. Those are our picks. They'll be up on the blog. Once this show is out there, turnpikesports.us, click on the blog. You'll see the picks in print form there, as well as our records, so season long and playoffs.
Yeah.
And feel free to comment on the blog. Feel free to reach out to us, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Social media, Turnpike Sports, Turnpike Bets on X, Turnpike Sports Radio on Instagram, Turnpike Sports on Facebook, and you can find us also, Turnpike Sports, on Blue Sky, that other X-like
I don't
platform
know
there.
the social media
Yeah.
platform.
Before we get out of here, congratulations to Robert Saleh getting the Tennessee Titans
Tennessee
head coaching
Titans,
job.
yeah.
It's really nice to see him getting another shot. He really was kind of hamstrung when he was at the Jets.
What was that thing done overnight? I mean, I didn't
Yep.
hear about it until like I wake up early. It was like 5:00 on the radio, and Saleh's in Tennessee now. So.
Well, supposedly after the Niners lost, he immediately had an interview.
I guess so,
because
yeah.
he said during the week he wasn't going to take any interviews. As soon as that game was over, he was able to take interviews. He held true to his promise.
Yeah.
He's got a quarterback now that he can work with. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what he can do with Tennessee. It's really good to see that. So congratulations there. And again, we have our picks up on the blog when this show is released. So check them out when you can.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike. Good luck, everyone.